Namaste, yogis, and welcome to Manifest Yoga International's Yin Yoga and Deep Stretch 60-minute practice. We are going to start in a supported reclining bound angle. We're going to start in Supta Baddha Konasana today. So if you have a bolster, you're going to need it right away. Or if you do not have a bolster, you might want to grab a couple of pillows or couch cushion, or even roll up a blanket or a yoga mat and let it act as your bolster today. All right. Again, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Timmy, and welcome to Manifest Yoga's 60-minute yin practice. All right. So in Supta Baddha Konasana, you're going to bring the soles of your feet together, and you're just going to let your thighs fall open. We're going to let gravity open up those hips. And whatever you're using as your bolster, you're going to bring it about to the base of the spine or the sacrum, and just softly lie back on your bolster so that your spine can feel supported and there's still this lifting and separating of the vertebra. And as you lie back, just allow your arms to fall open. And the sits bones are grounding down into the earth. Take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Just sigh out, let it go. Deep breath in through the nose, and you can even make an audible sound. Sigh out, let it go. Just begin to drop in and allow the breath to slow down in and out through the nose, releasing everything it took for you to get here today. You made it to your mat. You have arrived. Three-part diaphragmatic breathing. If it helps for you to connect with your breath, bring your hands to your lower belly, or even between the knee and your arms. And begin to follow the breath into the body, expanding. And follow your breath back out through the nose, softening and surrendering. Our breath is the bridge that connects mind to body and body to spirit. Just drop that seed of intention in your heart, your seed of sankalpa, or perhaps you call it a goal or prayer. Why are you here? What are you cultivating? What are you manifesting and creating in your body, in this practice, in this world? On your next inhale, just simply bring your hands into prayer position, Anjali Mudra, and sealing your sankalpa in the heart, rooting it there. Just reach your arms up overhead. Let the backs of your hands and the shoulder heads drip towards the earth. And if that's too much, just grab opposite elbows and let the forearms rest. either on your support or drip towards the earth above the crown of the head, opening up across the chest, the heart center, the shoulders. Softening the jaw, relaxing the face. If you're holding opposite elbows, just flip the grasp, allow the other forearm to be on top. Continue to let the forearms drip towards the earth or rest on your prop. Maintain the shape with the upper body. Just simply bring your knees together and allow the legs to slide out straight, so you're in more of a supported Matsyasana or supported fish pose. Let the legs relax. Reach your arms up overhead. Feel the length of the front line from fingertip to toe tip. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, draw your hands into Anjali Mudra prayer. Just release the hands down alongside the hips. Perhaps grab the outer edges of your mat. Bend your knees, let your feet go wider than your hips. And allow the knees to softly prop up against one another. Send the sits bones and elbows down into the earth. Just begin to tuck the chin in and roll up off your prop high enough to remove it from underneath you. Just set it off to the side. You may or may not need it again. And exhale, roll back down onto your back. Hug both knees into your chest. Wrap opposite hands, forearms, or elbows. Just rock side to side. Try not to cross the ankles or shins. Just let them be side by side. Softening the hip flexors and the front of the hips. Release the feet down to the earth. Bring your left ankle on top of your right knee. Press the left thigh away with the left arm. Keep the left arm straight and just try to pick up the right foot. Try to hug that right leg in, and as you do, the left arm stays straight, pressing the left thigh away. Draw the navel to the spine. Press the lower back into the earth, lengthening the tailbone forward, releasing the lower back. Take a deep breath in, and then just release this left hand. Thread it under the left shin and either find the back of your right hamstring or your right shin. And start to hug the right leg in. Let the shoulder heads plug into the earth, dripping down. Think of hugging heart to shin and shin to heart. We're going to start to straighten the right leg. So our legs are going to look like a number 4. You can keep the hands interlaced behind the right hamstring or let them walk up to the calf or the ankle. Let your hips begin to curl up off the mat. And as you hug the right leg in towards your right shoulder, in opposition, let the hips surrender back down towards the earth.
Goddesses, healers, medicine women, mothers, this is the G code.
Release that right foot back down. And you're just going to change sides from here. Bring that left foot down, right ankle, top of the left thigh. Press that right palm into the right thigh. Straighten that right arm out. Keep it straight. And try to pick up and hug in that left leg. Draw the navel to the spine. Lengthen the tailbone forward. Releasing the lower back. Deep breath in, and then release that right hand threaded under. Find the left hamstring or left shin, squeeze in. Think shin to heart, heart to shin. Soften the jaw, the face, and the neck. Start to straighten that left leg. Now you can keep a hold of the hamstring or let the hands walk up the back of the calf, ankle, or foot. Legs look like a number 4. Let the hips curl up. Hug the left leg in towards that left shoulder. And in opposition, send those hips towards the mat.
It's a journey, so your work is never finished. If you want to see it happen, write it down. That's law. I usually like to cop it by the pound. For my dogs, keep a couple rose quartz around.
Take a deep breath in. Squeeze that left leg in towards that left shoulder. And then just simply release your hands. Bring the left foot down. Bring the right foot down. Let your feet go wider than your hips. Tuck the shoulder blades underneath you and let both knees fall to the right as you let your head fall to the left. And then just let both knees fall to the left and the head fall to the right. Windshield wiper the knees at your own pace and let your head rock in opposition, neutralizing the entire spine. Let's vibe it out, smoke this leaf for me. Keep it enchanted. Tap in, stay in tune with your cycle. Let your head find neutral, and then let those knees prop up against one another. Let it glow. Free bleeding on the earth. And then reverse that. Let the knees fall open and the soles of your feet come together. This time you're going to keep your legs in this diamond shape, butterfly, and pick the feet up. Just reach up with your arms and see if you can find your shins, your ankles, or your feet. Keep the head and shoulders down and let your hips curl up again. Law of oppositions here. We're going to press down with the hands and then press up with the legs and feet. As you press down with those hands and up with the legs and feet, just let the hips kind of sink and surrender towards the mat, releasing the lumbar spine, creating spaciousness in the hips. Now we're going to maintain this shape. We're going to massage the back line. Rock back, and when you rock up, let that momentum bring the body through. Remember that the more rounded the spine, the more fascia connective tissue you actually tap into. So when you rock forward, bring your nose to your toes. A few more times. Lots of fascia along the spine, in the lower back. Next rock up, you're just going to stay up, yogis. And if the knees are way up high, let those feet open up so it's more of a Tadasana. Take a deep breath in, roll the heart open, and then exhale, begin to surrender the body forward. Now if you want, you can place a block or prop either on top of the feet, in between the feet, in front of the feet. Maybe you use the Tower O Fist method and just let your third eye, your forehead, rest on the prop.
Where you need to be. Continue loving unconditionally.
Completely relax your neck,
Continue being the
your
light.
jaw, your face.
Lead the way. Set the examples. You're doing a really good job.
pretend like your lungs are in your lower back. Your kidneys are your lungs. And as you inhale, expand into the lower back. And as you exhale, soften and relax from the inside out. Take a deep breath into your lower back. And as you exhale, just wave up through your spine. Help your legs together. Spread all 10 toes wide. Use your fingertips to lift your hips up. We're going to come down onto the knees. You're going to reach back. I know. Spread all 10 toes wide. Toe crunch asana, opening up the fascia of our feet. You may want to place blocks on either side of you. Try to keep the toes tucked, and if it gets too much, you'll just lift your hips up and then come back down. If you're not using props and you're good here, reach your arms out to the side, open your heart, roll your heart open. You're going to give yourself a hug, sliding your right arm underneath your left arm. Round through the back, drop the chin in. Protract the scapula, and then come into Garuda arms. Bring the backs of your hands, or your right hand can find the left thumb, or come to prayer. Now press the elbows and forearms forward and let the shoulder blades slide apart. Lift the elbows up, soften the chin into the chest. Elbows lifting, forearms pressing forward. Bringing your shoulders over your hips and your ears over your shoulders. Breathing here. If you want a little more, maybe give it a little cobra. Rolling the heart up, keep that chin in. Or give it a little camel and maybe lengthen the cervical spine. Let the throat open and the head fall back. Few breaths here. Inhale and then exhale. Round through the spine again, bringing the elbows into the belly button. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, hug yourself. Left arm slides under right. See if you can wrap, find the shoulder blades, pull them apart, tuck the chin in, and then move into that space. Maybe press the backs of the hands. Left hand finds right thumb, or come into prayer. Elbows lift. Forearms kick forward. Soften the chin in and allow the shoulders to be over the hips. Stay here, or maybe give it a little cobra. Bellow the heart. It's better for your neck. Keep that chin in, or let the head fall back, open the throat. Give it a little camel. Few breaths here. Deep breath. Exhale. Draw the elbows into the navel. Rise up with the heart. Open up those arms. And then let's everyone come forward. Release those toes and circle out the feet. Ooh. And then do a little drumming action if you want. Drum it out, yogis. Counterbalancing with ankle stretch. In this variation, bring the feet and ankles, knees and shins together. And you're going to take the pads or the palms of your hands and just press the pads of your feet right where you felt that action in Tokranchasana. And then walk your fingertips back, TP up your hands. Roll the heart open, scoop the tailbone back. Start to press down through all 10 toes. Maybe lift the knees a little. If the knees talk back to you or you feel pain in your knees, bring those knees back down. Pain is not an invitation. It is an indication that you need to back out. So just honor those knees. You should feel the major release or the focal point in the tops of the ankles, maybe the shins even. Rise up through that heart, breathe, a few more breaths here. If you want to play, you can play with bringing the hands to the knees. Scoop the tailbone back, rise up through the heart a little more. Wherever you are, take a deep breath in. And then as we exhale, we're going to come back down onto the knees. Come onto all fours, tuck the toes, arch the back, look up, create space. Exhale, send the hips high. We're just going to come into a nice, easy down dog. And you're going to pedal the legs out. Take your dog for a little walk. Just see if there's any difference in the feet, the ankles, pressing one heel down, bending one knee, and then changing sides. Maybe even letting the heart center pulse through the arms with a little bit of a sassy dog. Just send both heels towards the mat, pressing the palms into the earth. The head kind of hang through the arms here. Come down onto all fours. We're going to slither out onto the belly and meet me in a Sphinx shape. So let the legs go a little wider than your hips and let the pinky toenails roll down. Just let your legs relax. So from the waist down, the body is completely released. Your elbows are in line with the shoulders and the wrists are swinging out in line with the elbows. Let the shoulders shrug up to the ears and just let your chin drop down into the midline of the chest. Feel Sphinx. gentle lengthening of the front line, stimulating the lower back and the kidneys, the adrenals that lay across or atop the kidneys. And if this is intense for you or enough, just stay here. If you'd like to come into a variation of seal, you're going to let your forearms sweep out. So your hands will go about to the outer edges of the mat. Keep that chin just dropping down to the midline. Start to straighten your arms. We're going to let the skeletal system support us and do the work. So lock out the elbows and then let your shoulders shrug up and the body sink down. And notice if you've clutched or gripped the buttocks muscles and let them go. Let the head just be heavy if it's okay with the neck.
Precious love we hold in the center of the soul. My love embraces you long after we have said our goodbye. I will be with you.
Take a smooth breath in through the nose. We're all going to release down, bringing the forehead to the hands. Bend your knees, scoop the tailbone up, lift and separate your sits bones, and then just windshield wiper the shins right and left. You can even let your chin turn right and left, releasing the neck. And just find neutral with the chin and let the legs release back down onto the earth. If Sphinx was intense, you're going to come back into your Sphinx. If you'd like to do a second round of seal, different variation, we're going to bring the hands alongside the chest line. Less flexion of the spine, bring the hands more forward. Deeper flexion, slide them further back along the rib cage or even the waistline. Thumbs are forward, fingers spin out. Soften the chin into the chest, and then simply begin to straighten the arms. From the waist down, the body is relaxed. And again, just let the shoulders shrug up to the ears and the hips sink down. The neck is relaxed, the face and jaw relaxed.
Said our goodbye. I will be with you, and I'll be with you. I will be with you. I will be with you, and I'll be with you. I will be with you. I will be with you. And I'll be with you. I will be with you. I will be with you.
If you are in seal and you would like to go a little deeper, soften the chin into the chest and just wrap the triceps back, feeling the broadening and the opening across the chest. With your chin in, press the back of your head into an imaginary wall about an inch behind you, bringing those ears over the shoulders. Maybe you stay here. If you'd like, you can lift the chin. The shoulders are still shrugged up, so you can let the head fall back, and it's as though the head is resting on the top of those shrugged shoulders. Breathing here. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, wherever you are, Sphinx or Seal, begin to roll back down onto the belly and let your forehead come to your hands. Bend your knees, scoop the tailbone up, lift and separate the sits bones, and just let the shins windshield wiper and let the chin rock in opposition. Let the chin find neutral and let the legs relax. Just bring your legs together. Bring your hands alongside the chest line, rib cage. Press back and sit back on your heels. Find the heels with your hands. Inhale, roll up through your heart. As you exhale, drop the chin down into the midline of the chest. Draw the navel back and tuck your tailbone under. Bring the crown of the head to the earth and your forehead as close to the knees as you can. Rabbit pose. So either keep a hold of the heels or let the backs of your hands rest on the earth. Start to let the hips come up and over. Shoulders slide away from your ears up the back. If you have your heels, squeeze the heels in towards the midline. Breathe here in rabbit. Take a smooth sip in through the nose. As you exhale, roll the hips back down. Walk your fingertips back. Let the knees go a little wider than your hips. If it's okay with the neck, let your head fall back. Open the throat. Flush it out. Exhale, come up to neutral. Meet on all fours. Just simply going to turn the right hand out to the right. Fingers spread wide. Left hand turns out to the left. Fingers spread wide. Shift right and left with the body. So we gave our feet a little love. Gonna give our hands, wrists, and forearms a little love. Just side to side. Find neutral. You're going to spin that right hand around. Fingers spread wide until the fingers point towards your knee. Left arm, same thing. Left hand spins around, fingers pointing towards your knees. Little circles to the right. Just make some little circles. Those wrists, a little TLC. Reverse the circle. Just find neutral. Bring those knees together. Tuck the toes if you can. Shift forward. As you shift back, just move back. Keep the arms straight and the palms pressing. It's not a very dramatic movement, but you probably feel quite a bit. Shift forward. This time, as you shift back, bend the elbows back towards you and let your palms peel up. But keep the pads of the hands pressing into the mat. Soften the jaw and the face.
is just a reminder, find your center.
Shift forward, third pass through. You're going to keep the arms straight again. This is enough. Stay here. If you want a little bit more, play with picking up the knees and shins. Add a little weight. Or maybe lift it up into a soft down dog. Breathe. The neck relax wherever you are.
Cracks on the floor, well, it served as a warning. Everything's changing, I'll rearrange it. So familiar, so
if you lifted the legs or you came into down dog, bring the feet together and gently and mindfully begin to lower the knees back down to the earth. Bring the arms back around the way God meant them to be. And now you're going to bring the back of your left hand to the mat. Bend your elbow, palm up, fingers point towards you. And then press your right hand on top of the left palm and simply straighten the arm. That might be enough right there. Shift back a little if you'd like.
When you've lost your way,
good. Come forward, bend your left elbow, release that right hand, release the left hand. Bring the back of your right hand to the mat, palm up, fingertips point towards you, bend the elbow. Left hand presses that right palm flat, straighten that right arm, and then maybe if you want a little bit more, shift back. You'll start to notice one side is probably tighter than the other. Just like all other areas of our body, right? Come back to neutral, bend that right elbow. Release the left hand, release the right hand. Now point your toes and just sit down on your heels. Bring your elbows to your waistline and just let them go up and down and up and down. Lapasana. And it's normal to feel a sense of fragility. Let your palms face one another, same thing side to side. Bring the forearms together, interlace your hands, and just make an infinity symbol with your fist. Reverse it if you can. Advanced variation. Pause. Change the cross of your fingers and thumb. Feels like you're holding someone else's hand. Make an infinity symbol. And then try to reverse that. Good. Interlace again, change. Roll your palms forward. Sweep the arms up. Drop the chin down. Squeeze the arms back. Now bring your hands behind your head. Make a little hammock for your head. Rise up. Let the weight of your head rest in the hammock of those hands. The elbows kind of go on a diagonal up. Relax your neck, your face, and your jaw. Take a deep breath. And then start to tuck your chin down into the chest. Use your hands to lengthen the back of the neck and the scalp even. Press down with your hands and up with your head. Bring your elbows together, slide the shoulder blades apart. Pressing down with hands and up with head. Just turn your chin right and left. Release any unnecessary tension in the neck. Bring the chin to the midline. Use those hands. Lengthen the back of the neck and scalp. Press down with hands, up with head. Take a deep breath and feel your heart rise. And release your hands to the top of the thighs. Just let your head float up. Come forward. Tuck the toes. Arch the back. Look up. And then lengthen behind those knees. Flush out behind the knees. and then just take the dog for a soft, easy walk. Pressing both heels down, all 10 fingertips pressing into the earth. Just let your head hang. Come down onto all fours. We're going to meet in frog pose. So Manjukasana. If you need to cushion the inner knees, please cushion the inner knees. If you need to slide a bolster or blocks underneath the torso, go right ahead. In this variation, let your shins open up so that your ankles are underneath the knees and that your hips are pressing back in line with the knees as well. I actually like to let one of my knees be on a slippery surface, so as the body opens, I can soften in. To soften the chin, relax the neck and jaw. And give yourself permission, as the body opens with the breath, to soften in. Remembering that you are a breathing, pulsating body and being.
Listen. Listen. Listen to the rhythms. Listen for the sounds that resound between the spaces where the beat meets the streets and the heart finds the drum. And the symphony is one tapestry and the sound becomes one rhythm, connecting every moment to this now. Listen to the cries of broken-hearted mothers and frozen-hearted fathers searching for a meeting place. Listen for the lost incantations composed beneath the surface and scripted to return. Listen to the sounds of new souls birthing and babies becoming of them. Listen for the missing ingredients. Finish the recipes just by listening to the source of your soul that is screaming to you to slow down and remember, you are divine. A blueprint of perfect information, a reflection of culminated magic on the precipice of extinction. Resurrect your breath. Listen to the heaving of your own chest breathing, leaving emotion alive in the air to resonate. Listen to the orchestration of every interconnected gesture, creating the canvas upon which we dream ourselves into being. Listen for the lyrics between the lines of the words you think you're hearing and let go. Allow yourselves to feel the flow pulsing within your veins, connecting you with every being on this planet. Your arteries are mirrored reflections of the watersheds of this earth. The ratio of water in your body is an exact replication of the ratio of water to land on this planet. Our tears are the waters of the ocean. Our wombs are filled with this same water. This water forms crystals when spoken to softly. How are you speaking? Communication,
When you're ready to start to
listen to all
lift
of
the body up.
separate sounds and witness this symphony forms one tapestry. You are a weaver of this.
We're going to counterbalance in saddle. Saddle is our yin hero pose or Virasana. We're going to bring the knees together and the feet go wide. If you need support, place a block or prop underneath the hips. Slide your hands to the back of your knee creases and grab your calves. Roll the calves out of the way and then start to sit down on your prop or on the earth. If you're staying upright, Just bring the hands into meditation mudra, right on top of left, and press the thumbs together. Allow the shoulders to roll back in line with the hips, and then soften the chin in and press your ears back over your shoulders. If you're going to go back, make sure that the knees stay down on the earth. They can separate but not lift up. Maybe bring the hands to the soles of the feet. Start to gently come back onto the elbows. We want to maintain the natural curve of the lumbar spine. So press the elbows into the earth. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and then start to slide down, plugging the shoulder heads into the earth as well. Sits bones plugged in, knees plugged in, shoulder heads plugged in. Wherever you are, soften your gaze or even close your eyes. If you are all the way back in reclining saddle, bring your hands to the soles of your feet, squeezing the knees in and down. Just try to come up as evenly as you can through the spine. Lift your hips up and extend the legs out in front of you and just give them a little shake, releasing behind the knees. Hug your right knee into your chest, and you're going to open up this right thigh into half butterfly. You may want to take a prop and place it on the inside or the outside of your left leg, just lifting the floor up to you. Rotate towards your back right leg and reach your right arm up. Create space on that right side. And then bring your left elbow to the block or to the earth and make a shelf with your left hand. Let the weight of your head rest on that shelf and reach up with that right arm. Just let your right thigh surrender down. Let your face, your jaw, and your neck relax. Just here with this right arm for a few more breaths. Opening up the fascia in between the rib cage and superficial side line. Rotate the right palm towards your left foot. Just reach that right arm up and over. Feel like someone's pulling the right arm out. Few breaths here. Without moving your head, see if you can sweep the right arm back behind the right ear a little more. Just bring the right hand behind your head and gently squeeze the elbow up and back. Let your right arm sweep behind you. Just let the right arm completely relax now. Reach your right arm out from your right shoulder. Feel like someone's pulling you by your right arm. Let your left arm support your head and bring the head up for you. Inhale, come up. Bring the right palm down and sweep that left arm up and over. Roll that left palm up. Lean back and then lengthen out to come up. Stay facing the same direction. You're gonna bend that left knee. Straighten the right leg out, half a butterfly. Rotate towards your bent left leg. And reach that left arm up. If you want, you can place your prop on the inside or outside of that right leg. Bring that right elbow to the earth or prop. Make a shelf for your head. Just let the right side of the head rest on the shelf. Relax as much muscle energy as you can while still maintaining this shape. Rotate your left palm towards your right toes and then just reach that left arm up and over. Few breaths here, yogis. Without moving the head, see if you can sweep the left arm back behind the ear a little more. Bring your left hand behind the head and gently squeeze the elbow back. And feeling that opening on the left side. Let your left arm sweep behind you and just relax now. Reach the left arm directly out from the left shoulder. Feel like someone's pulling you up by that left arm and let the right arm bring the head up for you. Left palm down, sweep that right arm up and over. Roll the right palm up, but lean back. And then lengthen out to just come up to neutral. Coming into dragonfly, let the left leg mirror the right leg. It's our straddle split. Let your hips come more forward. This variation, just let the muscles of the legs relax. If you need support, place it underneath where the body's going to go, remembering that the more rounded the spine, the more fascia you tap into. So just take the body forward and in. As long as it's okay with the neck, just let the head release down. Bringing your awareness to the breath and allowing that breath to pulsate the body. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, wave up through your spine. Bring your hands behind the knees and just help your legs together. Extend the legs out, coming into caterpillar. So a soft V, and if you want, place support between the legs. Take a deep breath in, roll your heart open, create space in the heart. And then exhale, soften down. Caterpillar is our yin version of Paschimottanasana, just letting the body surrender in. Again, breathe into the kidneys as though they were your lungs.
Survive is through prayer. We can talk about many things, but if we don't have that prayer, we will never succeed.
Elevating whispers await our arrival upon paths not taken from memories forgotten. Truth forsaken, mistaken survival will soon metamorphosize the reconciliation. Rehabilitation, inevitable like evolution transpires with each. Cultivate emotion, vastness complete and eternal like the ocean. Anticipates our awakening, anticipates our awakening, anticipates our awakening, anticipates our awakening.
Transcend this realm from the axis to the ground. Outer world, seeing outer body being. Being is born of not being. Existentially beyond you and me. When night is day, day is night. Time stands still, stars shine bright. Cosmically aligned, no time to walk a straight line. No time at all. Ego illusion, the source of confusion. See it dissolve, don't resist to resolve the tantric fusion. Solve the unsolved, uncover the mystery. Mystically, eclectically, calling and whispering. But can you hear? Is it clear? Can you hear? Unseen century, essentially beckoning, reckoning within. But can you begin? The alchemistic, originally intrinsic. Taste it, embrace it, co-create it. Invoke yourself as the source, merging with the whole entire universe. Root word.
Take a deep breath in. Use your hands to roll up through your spine.
Meta, root word meta, metaphorically, metamorphically, metaphysically, transcending we.
Bend your knees.
Then realize
Take a hold to the back of the thighs. Move any props out of the way. Slowly roll through your spine, vertebra by vertebra. When you arrive on your back, extend the legs up to the sky and let the arms fall open. Cross your right leg in front of your left. Let your knees bend, feet dangle, or hook that right foot behind. Coming into twisted root. Inhale, your knees come in towards your chest. And then let your legs fall to the left. Use your left hand if you'd like to encourage the knees and thighs down to the earth. Let your right shoulder roll open and let your right elbow slide up a little higher than that right shoulder. Let the head fall to the right. Let your breath soften the body from the inside out.
Open heart divinity, deepest serenity. On this threshold, no time to be nervous. You heard this, there's no time to be nervous. You heard this, there's no time to be nervous. You heard this.
Let your breath start to slow down even more.
Into transcendent realms we travel. The gestating seeds of our dreams return to flower in the soils of eternity, where we've been striving to sow all along. The song truly is infinite and impeccable. It is our portal into this existence and beyond the yearning desire to escape. Our song shall reverberate when our voices are gone, and the echoes of transcendent realms will listen on, will listen on, will listen on.
If you're using your left hand, just release it. On your next inhale, bring your legs up to center. Just untangle the legs and extend them up to the sky, lymphatic straining. And let your left leg cross in front of your right at the top of the thighs. Let your knees bend, feet dangle, or hook that left foot behind the right. Inhale, knees come in towards the chest and bringing the legs to the right, coming into twisted root. If you want, use your right hand, press the knees and thighs down. Let your left elbow slide up a little higher than the left shoulder. And the head falls to the left. Where can you soften a little more? Where are you holding tension that isn't necessary? And can you let it go? If you're still using the right hand, just let it go. Inhale, bring your legs back up to center. Uncross the legs and extend them to the sky. Lymphatic straining. Reach the arms up to mirror the legs. Spread your fingers, spread your toes, and then just circle your wrists and ankles. No right or wrong here. Let this be your little interpretive happy dance. Get as creative as you want. Find those little snap, crackle, pops that are hiding. And then spread all 10 fingers and all 10 toes. Take a deep breath in. And then happy baby. Just press the thighs down alongside the rib cage. Yeah, you can pop those toes. They're your toes. Maybe massage the arch with your thumbs. Or just rock and roll. Massage the back line. Let your head and neck relax and maybe rock in opposition. Pause in the center. Press both thighs down. Take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, just release the legs and feet down onto the earth and come into a final rest, well deserved. If you need any support or to cover up, make your physical body as comfortable as possible. Let the shoulder blades tuck up underneath you so your heart feels supported. Just take a deep breath in through the nose and exhale through your mouth, letting go. Completely release. No more doing, no more efforting. Please feel free to stay here for as long as you would like. If you'd like to come out with me, just allow your breath to become deeper and fuller. Allow your breath to bring you back to the physical body. Maybe you start to give your fingers and toes a few wiggles around, or circle the wrists knees and ankles. No right or wrong. Reach your arms up overhead and give your whole body a nice long stretch. Deep breath in, and when you're ready, just make your way into fetal position on your right hand side. Let your head rest on your arm and the belly soften to the earth. When you're ready, with your eyes closed, bring yourself into comfortably seated, cross-legged position. You can allow your hands to rest on top of your thighs or your knees. Palms can roll up or down wherever they go intuitively. Bringing the index fingers and thumbs together into Chin Mudra. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Slow, smooth exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Deep breath in through the nose. Slow, smooth exhale through the mouth. Let it go. Just allowing the breath to flow in and out naturally. Acknowledging the shifts and changes in the body, the mind, and the heart. This very sattvic, neutral, peaceful state and quality. When we are in this state, we are less likely to fall into patterns of habit, conditioning, karmas, less likely to be reactive, more likely to allow whatever we're experiencing to serve on our breath and to flow through that place of unconditional love, that place where the seed of source is planted within our hearts. It connects us soul to soul. And we respond from that place of unconditional love towards ourselves, towards all beings, and towards this planet. On your next inhale, bring the hands into prayer position, Anjali Mudra. Softly bowing your head down into your heart. We give thanks for our intentions being heard and received. It truly is an honor and a privilege to share this practice with you. Thank you so much for sharing your time. It is from this place of heartfelt thanks, love, light, peace, and connection that we say namaste. Namaste, yogis. Thank you so much. I hope to see you again tomorrow in the Yoga Zoom room at 10 a.m. We have a 90-minute vinyasa flow. And at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, there is a 60-minute Vinyan class. And if you're not available live, but you want those recordings, just sign up the way you regularly do, and a recording of the practice will be automatically emailed to the email that I have on file. So thanks, everyone. Thank you. Have a beautiful rest of your day wherever you're transitioning into. Namaste.